Guys, did I cheat at Wordle? I feel like I cheated at Wordle. What's Wordle, you may ask? Well, let's just go into, I don't know, Dustman first. Wordle is this like little game where you, there's a 5-letter word that's picked, and you have to guess letters. You get to guess a word, basically. And then letter by letter, oh yeah, I was here earlier. It'll tell you, oh, okay, this letter is right, and it's green. You know, it's the correct letter, and it's in the right place. It's green. This is a correct letter, but it's in the wrong place, so it's yellow. And so you kind of go through a process of elimination. You only get 6 guesses, though. So, you know, there's definitely a strategy to it. You know, you want to use words that use a variety of letters. You don't want to, I don't know, if it's an appropriate word, just E over and over again would probably not be a good one unless, you know, you happen to get lucky and that's today's word. I don't know. Anyway, so me and my friend Chrono Tripper play Wordle every day because it's like on Discord, and so Discord's constantly sending out a reminder, hey, the next Wordle's up because it's midnight where you are. And he's actually really good at it. He'll get Wordles in like 3 or 4 guesses. I usually do 5, sometimes a 6. So yeah, and I get out the last guess, and the game even says few if you do that. It says it in text, not voice. But I happen to know that his strategy is to use. Oh yeah, I have Charge Shot, don't I? I should probably try to do that. Too many sprites. Give me a Dr. Pepper. I happen to know the first 2 words he picks usually. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. Do I farm him for health? Do I have lives to care? I have just enough lives. But yeah, I happen to know what letters he picks, and Wordle, in its fun with friends centric method, tells you, oh hey, your friend was just playing Wordle and here's his results. And it doesn't tell you what letters, but it does say these from the first word, these oh yeah, of course. Did you just despawn? Okay. Oh, what I wanted to respawn was this, and I'm happy for it. Yeah, it'll tell you the yellows and the greens. Not the letters themselves, but, you know, at least the yellows and the greens. I have to know what 2 words he always picks first. And so I looked at the yellows and the greens, and I knew which letters not to go with. So I just had 1 word guess, and then from there I was like, okay, I'm going to try something else. Not going on the letters that he picked, or, you know, actually there were a couple letters that were in the right spot and the wrong spot, so I used those 2. I happen to know which letters those were. Yeah, it does sound like I'm cheating now, but, you know, as long as Chrono Tripper never finds out, and he doesn't watch anything that's, you know, not super action-packed, so, you know, he's... Well, actually, Megaman's pretty action-packed, but I doubt he'll be watching Megaman. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I got the Wordle in 2 tries. Oh, you know, it's kind of weird the health doesn't respawn. Also, you might hear a fan. It's really hot in Cappy Command Center East. And it shouldn't be for long. Ironically, in the summer it will get cooler. If that threw you off, don't worry, it threw me off too. The graphics there. It's like the game decided, you know, screw pixels. Let's render everything in oil painting for a minute. It became very Renaissance, in fact. I don't know what that means. Golden ratio. Oh, hey, thanks. I was just watching a video about extra lives and how they were kind of a holdout. Oh, hey, Eddie. How's it going? Wow, an E-tank. Thank you, Eddie. Yeah, you keep drinking that, Eddie. Other Eddie. I was just watching a video. Okay, I thought I was going to get crushed. About how extra lives are kind of a holdover from arcade games. Because, I mean, of course they are. Why do you need extra lives in a game where you can just try over and over again? You don't. That's how. I mean, in a way, they're a good idea. Like, in Mega Man, for instance, they make sense. In a game like Mario 64, no, they don't make any sense whatsoever. Yo, I lost all my lives in a game over. I guess I'm going to have to walk 10 feet through the castle and, you know, go back to that level again. Such a punishment. Which is funny because I think Mario 64 was the first one. Oh. Yeah, I need to just blast and slide through or something. Mario 64 was the first one to actually adjust the magical coins to extra life ratio and make it so you got an extra life every 50 coins. In fact, it was even better than that. It was extra life on 50 coins when you get it, extra life on 50 coins if you survive and get out with those coins. So, you know, you could say that you get an extra life every 25 coins, but you'd be wrong. You could say it, but you'd be wrong. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you wrong. But yeah, I don't know, that's just all I had to really say about Mario 64 and extra lives. Is it's funny that they were the easiest ones to get. It was like probably the easiest Mario game to get an extra life in, and yet it's the one that doesn't matter the most. I want to say a game like Mario 3 or even Super Mario World kind of made sense because there were checkpoints in the middle of the level and the point was to finish the level, not to explore around the level and find a star or whatever, what have you. But yeah, Mega Man, extra lives make sense because it's a hard game and game overing means I have to play the entire stage over. And I guess that adds to the challenge, but it also might be one of those things where it's like, go back to the beginning and get better. Or something. Okay. So. Dustman. Oh, right. Bloody Kenshiro, he talks to me on Discord a lot actually, told me that you can actually charge the Pharaoh Man shot. Because of course you can. And it's really good damage too. So let's try that. I wonder if I can charge it through the door. I cannot. Okay. I'm fairly certain it's not going to be Pharaoh Man against Dustman. He's even a CRT monitor for a head. Come on. Alright, for sure. Oh, that was decent damage. Let's rain on his parade. That doesn't feel like a weakness to me. I'm guessing it's going to be Skull, but Skull is going to be like a barrier, kind of like Jewel Satellite. That's not it. Ring? Oh yeah, that's it. I'm saving the E-Tank. Eddie gave it to me while the other Eddie watched. Yeah, stage select. I don't think it matters. I could have just hit continue. But I want the game to know, hey, I'm choosing to come back here. I didn't just accidentally hit continue. Actually, in that very same video I was watching, Mario Odyssey just did away with extra lives, period. Which, I mean, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. You don't have an extra life in a game like in an open world game like Skyrim. How would that even? Okay, here's your programming modding challenge. Put in an extra life system in any Bethesda game. I want to see how this works. Or was it? Yeah, it was. Here's another one. Actually, this is where extra lives made sense, but they got taken out anyway. Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm sorry, I keep taking a sip of seltzer. And that's because somebody in my private server of FF11 named Celsius told me about Movalpolos water, which is the game's version of seltzer, because it's carbonated water from Movalpolos. And in retail, and since, you know, it's Horizon, they decided to copy it onto Horizon as well. It does this really cool thing where if you drink it, on Light's Day, and your MP is less than the percent of the moon phase. It sounds like I'm making it up. I'm not. I promise. I promise. So let's say the moon was 43%. You know, new moon is 0%, full moon is 100%. Just hit current time and you'll see it. If your MP is less than 43% when you drink it on Light's Day, doesn't matter what time of day it is either. You know what? Next time Captain Thief can have that one. He was complaining earlier. I'm going to be nice to him. You will get, if you drink the seltzer, or the Movalpolos water rather, when all those conditions are met, you will get a 30-minute food effect of 2 MP per tick region. And class, why is that broken? Is it because food stacks with juice, Mr. Captain? Yes, it is because food stacks with juice. So you can drink melon juice and have a 4 MP per tick region. Now, you know, if you're one of them, what are they called? Sane people who plays, you know, modern MMOs. Oh wow, that one likes to give extra lives for some reason. I meant to sound more Oliver Twist with that, but it just sounded more Dr. Ochre. I don't know. Thank you, Eddie. I think, yeah, that's my checkpoint. I missed out on that health. The irony. If you play a modern MMO, you're probably used to the idea that, you know, every time you're out of battle, all of your HP and MP and all that stuff comes back in a matter of seconds, if not, like, under 30 seconds, maybe a minute, at the worst. At the absolute worst, a whole minute. Final Fantasy XI, my friends, is much different. It demands that you like wait there for like a whole 5 minutes as you rest to get all your HP back or your MP back, and you're kind of there and you're like kind of in a meditative state, and it takes a while. But you know, it's just how things used to be, and that's how we liked it. Dadgummit. Walk right up to the manager and shake his hand, and you'll have a job. I don't know. I mean, actually, you start with 6 jobs. So, you know, hey, Final Fantasy XI economy incoming. So yeah, a 4 MP per tick, and a tick is like 3 seconds long, is a big deal. A really big deal. Normally, you're in a party, let's say it's Valkyrie Dunes, you'll have like 80 to 100 MP, depending on what job. If you're a mage, if you're a melee, you have no MP at all. There's a lot of exceptions to this. Hands down, Chrono Tripper. You're not even watching this. Like you could have a sub job, and that's one of the beautiful things about FF11 is the whole sub job thing. I'm not using my weapons, and I really should. Okay, shut up. I got 3 lives, and I can ride my bike with no handlebars. Okay, so it's ring. I'm just gonna like Mega Buster him and see how far I can go on 5 pips, I think. Let me see if I can jump through this. Whee! It's not spinning, but it's the next best thing. That guy belongs on the front of a compressed air can as a brand mascot. Well done. Well done. He probably is. And some Capcom partnership product only makes it to Japan deal. Okay. Where was I going with this with FF11? Yeah, so 80 to 100 MP, you can blow through that real quick if things go wrong. Especially if, you know, your puller or your tank is impatient, they pull the next pull really quick, and you only had 20 MP when the fight started. You have to sit there a while before even a little bit of MP will come back. So region is awesome for that because it's just constantly coming into you. Period. Alright, come on, mascot. Ooh, nice hit. So he can just blow those up at his whim. Yeah, I'll die. I deserve it. I'm already using his weakness weapon. I really ought to Really ought to not need E-tanks for this. So yeah, even if you're not drinking juice, which is a very expensive proposition in the first place, I apologize for suggesting it. 2 MP per tick is really, really good. And, you know, I'm not saying that Movalpolos water is cheap, but, you know, for 30 minutes of that kind of goodness, it's worth the cash, I think. I think the tricky bit is getting the sorry, I had to think. Getting the requirements ready, because you can easily forget about the whole moon phase thing, and then you'll drink Movalpolos water and won't be doing nothing. And even worse than doing nothing, you can't like replace it with other food, because that's just not how FF11 works. Okay, it is. There is an item called the antacid that will get rid of a food effect, but that's kind of an expensive thing. What are you doing up there? How long was that mouse cursor there for? What happens if I hit continue? Why would you do this? Is there a way to leave? I'm just hitting buttons. Alright. I'd rather not just, you know, die over and over again to get out of this. Actually, I think we will. Why? Because then I'll have 3 lives instead of 2. Pretty economical, I might say. Also, it only works on Light's Day. Now, according to Celsius, this means that whether it's 000 Light's Day or 2359 Light's Day, you will get the 30 minutes worth of refresh. And this is not refresh that only works up to 43% or whatever the moon phase is. It works all the way to 100%. I'm not sure why that is. I bet you they meant it to be otherwise, but you know, I'm going to go with it. Stage select, please. Alright, Dive Man. Why am I going into, like, the intricacies of advanced FF11 play? I don't know. I like Seltzer. Literally, I came across this guy named Celsius while I was mining or something. I was like, hey, I like seltzers. And he's like, yeah, really? Well, Movalpolos water, blah, blah, blah. So, Celsius is like the lord or lady of seltzer water in FF11, I guess. No, it doesn't sell it. Just telling everybody about how good it is. Can I jump on it? I cannot. What is with this? What is with you? I'm gonna try things. Not a lot of things, but I'm gonna try things. Okay. But can you block a big one? No. I mean, yes. Whatever disappointing word I have to say. Oh, yeah. Bloody Conjurer is correct. It does protect my head. This is nice. Yeah, come on down. And you, I don't care for. Oh, but I zoned. Hello. He is gradually moving me to the right. I already said enough innuendos by complete accident this whole episode. Eddie gave it to me while the other Eddie watched, and the other thing I said I forgot already. And now I'm like, should I go back and like just remove those? And the answer, of course, is definitely yes, but I'm going to forget to. Crazy enough, I don't get enough, I say that and I'm like getting one-to-one feedback from my headset. I don't get enough voice feedback, you know, I don't listen to my own voice enough to say, oh, I hate it when I make noises like that, or when I made the voice sound like that, that was actually really cool, or something like that. And part of it is because I'm impatient when it comes to the editing process. I do watch the entire episode, which, oh, hey, an extra life. I can tell just by the sound. I am a true Megaman fan. A mega fan, if you will. Mega fans exist in FF11. You see, it's all coming together. It's an item that you can attach to your weapon, and if it's a wind-based weapon, then you get a free block of cheese. No, occasionally. Occasionally actually sounds a lot better than what it is. It's like a 1 in 10 chance at best that you'll do like extra wind damage or something. What would you like me to do here, sir? Let's try dusting them. Maybe the one in the back. Nope. Okay, not ring either. I thought that did something. Freezing time would actually help, but I'm not going to do that. This is probably the only thing that would help here is freezing time. Oh, you got to jump through the two like that. Oh, and they do so much damage. Eddie! You know what? That's pretty good. Is this the checkpoint? I think it's a checkpoint. Megafan. Yeah, I already talked about Megafan. I was talking about something else before that, though. These guys disappear when I shoot them enough. And if I shoot them enough, they disappear permanently. Washa. Oh no. Okay, I thought I was going to like jump right into spikes. And the water comes down. I had to, Bloody Kinshiro, I had to. He was commenting on, or commenting through Discord. So, I'm sorry, but sometimes his wittyisms get missed because of this exclusivity. Oh, hey, it's a stingray. Stingrays are kind of cute for a sea creature. You know what? I'm going to stop holding a charge shot because it just overwrites the music. But yeah, he was watching an earlier, I think it was part 1 of this actually, and he said, you know, I wish I could have been there to tell you not to go for the extra life. This time I had to though. It was an extra life. I only had 2 health. I was going to die soon anyway. Why not get a free pizza out of it? Can you guys drop health? Not down that pit, preferably. Yeah, I did want to kind of go over my pet peeves of Mario games. I think part of it is that coins do nothing. And only 2 games have coins ever done anything aside from give you extra lives, and that was actually 2 very recent games. Mario Maker 2 offline mode and New Super Mario Bros. 2. Oh, it was not worth it. New Super Mario Bros. 2 actually is one of my favorite Mario games, even though, you know, I'm not like huge in the 2D Mario scene. 3D Mario games I really like. Despite my complaints, I'm still just someone who collects paints. Where was I going with this? But yeah, coins. It'll be like, oh, if you do this, and that, you can find this secret room in Mario 3 where there's a bunch of coins that's shaped like a 3. And I'm just like, this doesn't impress me. Oh hey, I'll take that. Why would anyone go through the effort to look at a 3 made of coins? Now, in real life, yeah, okay, I could really go for all that gold, but, you know, in real life, you know, you pick up what it amounts to like $56 million worth of gold, and then it turns into an extra life. Actually, I wouldn't feel gypped there, because, you know, you could totally, you know, die and then start again or something. How would extra lives work in real life? That's how. I hope it's lights day, because I could really use that MP. That does beg the question, though. How are the characters in FF11 eating the food? Actually, it begs 2 questions. Why is the icon for food in FF11 a burger when there's no burger in the game at all? It is a hamburger. Oh, I'm sorry to put you through all this editing work, Eddie. But that's what I pay you for, which is, you know, to say I pay you nothing. But you get the glory. But yeah, you eat like a piece of meat jerky and you get a 30-minute food icon, but it kind of like implies that you're like constantly eating it slowly or something. I don't know. Cappy, you know how food works, right? You eat and then you don't have to eat for a while. I know. But then you have like really, really long things like sheep mutton, or roast mutton rather, which is made of sheep meat, so you know, that's why I said that. And it lasts for 3 hours. Now, in the game terms, that's actually 3 Vanadil days. So, have you eaten something? Not fair. I am calling baloney on that. I'm sorry, but listen. It's little, it's yellow, it's the yellow devil in disguise. I guarantee it. Do you just explode if I get near you, or do I have to shoot you first? I'm thinking the latter. I have to put a ladder right next to it, and then it will blow up. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I've fasted for 72 hours before. It's not easy. Even though, like, I ate a big meal beforehand. The 4-second fill-up. Skull! I'm thinking skull. Yeah, okay. I'm underwater. Do I have enough lives? Yeah, I have enough lives to fool around a bit. Let's try going back. Oh, sorry, this isn't a Metroidvania. You can't go back. I'm gonna try and hit him with... Really? I'm gonna see how fighting him with lemons is. Oh. He has little torpedoes. If the torpedoes dropped things, that would be handy, actually. Want to feel stupid? Fight against any man in Mega Man for like an hour with only the Mega Buster. And then, after you kind of get a handle on it, watch somebody's YouTube on how to do it. And then it turns out you just have to jump here, then jump here, then jump here, then jump here. Constantly do this or that or the other thing. He got me. And this is why we have extra lives. So if I continue, that does nothing for me. I don't get the last checkpoints. I don't get my complaint listed in the list of complaints. Really? I'll just jump over that, thanks. If he dropped a life, I probably would have gone for it. Thanks. When did this become Mega Man 5? Okay, I have some other questions. What else can I do here? I just have the original. What's full? Oh. Let me see what this looks like. Huh. Am I bigger? Yeah, I was. That doesn't help. In fact, I think I see less of the screen, so... I was just checking it, okay? Nice. I don't know, Mega Man's a game where you're supposed to die a lot. I'm not saying use the Dark Souls NES. But, I mean, kind of. I don't know, what does Dark Souls mean to you? It means not a whole lot to me because I played some of it and I didn't get very far. I got to a point where I had to stop. Or, you know, I'm not sure why I stopped. I got to a part in Dark Souls 1 where you automatically die. That didn't peeve me off, it's just that I didn't come back for a while and I was like, oh, I am so rusty, I don't remember where I was going. The classic problem of the classic problem of my game is 50 hours long and my player will get lost if he stops at hour 25. It happens. Some games do something to get around this, like have something of a recap. Or they have a lot of yellow paint, and I hate to say it, but yellow paint is what a player probably needs when they come back to a game after a month, maybe 2 weeks, especially if it's like me. So yeah, I think I remember roughly. It's not the only thing that's roughly around here. I remember roughly getting back into Dark Souls 1. I was fighting some enemies and then I discovered, oh wait, I came from this direction. And then I was like, I don't know. I'll come back to this later. And then I never did. This was... Shrink the game. No, I'm not going to open up, show everything. You'll just have to take my word for it. But I'm on my Steam page. Dark Souls, Prepare to Die Edition. This was May 22nd, 2016. Wow! Guys. 10 years since I played Dark Souls. Wow. Incredible wow. And this is why my cursor's on the screen. Because of stuff like this. Hang on. I can't just shoot my salvation in the face and accept that. Captain Thief 2017. I mean, 2026. Seriously. Almost to the day. I'm sorry about the fan sound if it's coming through. I'm hoping it's not. It shouldn't be. I have a pop filter for a reason. And that reason is not to prevent fan sounds, but to prevent my own plosives, as they're called, from getting on the soundtrack as loud. And yeah, I don't know. Do I have a plan for Dark Souls? I kind of do. I actually really would like to start a series called Come Be a Tourist with Me. Well, no, I wouldn't say that, because you yourselves would probably not be tourists about it. That's just me. I will be a tourist. It's fine. What makes me a tourist? Well, I do own all 3 games, though I'm going to be honest. Part of that is because of Humble Bundle being really nice about it. So yeah, I own Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I don't own, like, Demon Souls or Elden Ring yet. But I kind of want to go from the beginning until the start. And you know what? I don't feel bad about this because a lot of Zoomers are actually, you know, doing something where it's like, hey, I went back and played Ocarina of Time for the first time, and you know what? It's actually as good as everyone says, or blah blah blah. I feel like I can do the same, except, you know, it's not because of age I missed out on Dark Souls. It's because of really? All right. I mean, I needed it. Thanks. Yeah, I do want to play Dark Souls, but I kind of want to start from the beginning. And not a lot of people know this, but before Dark Souls, there was Demon Souls. On the PlayStation 1? Maybe? But before Demon Souls, there was Kingsfield, actually. And while not a lot of Kingsfield games made it to the States, one did. Kingsfield 4... The Statue of Ruin or something like that. Or the City of Ruin? I forgot. We actually had it. Crazy enough. My sister got me and my older brother games from something of a bargain bin. No, it was me, my older brother, and my younger brother. And my older brother got Kingsfield. I got... I'll remember in a minute. And Risky got... Musashi. The one on the PlayStation 2. The one where he uses a giant orb. Okay, that's actually Musashi in all his forms. The one where he's a blue mage. Does that narrow it down? Okay, the one where Musashi, like, half the time is always carrying a young lady. Does that narrow it down? The one where he's in a giant futuristic whale city and has to save the world from, ironically, the same guy he's dueling in medieval Japan times. Somehow. Does that narrow it down? The one that starts with a eye-patched cat. Does that narrow it down? I'm gonna stop that. It's funny to me, but if there's one thing that SpongeBob has taught me is that if something's funny to you, it may not be funny to everyone else. Oh yeah, that. See, Capcom thought that was funny. The guy who made this game actually trolls around on the YouTubes looking for Mega Man 4 playthroughs to see if somebody like jumps right into those spikes. And when someone does, and when he finds somebody, he pops open a cork of his most famous sake or drink of choice, calls all the work friends from Capcom and was like, hey, Shinichi. Hey, Shinichi. He fell for it. He fell for it. He ran right into the spikes. Really well designed Sakaguchi. It was a good thing to put spikes there. I don't know. It might have been Hamaguchi. What was I doing? I am sculling it up. I am... Can I slide under him? No. Why would I think that? I don't want to work. I just want to play on my drums all day. Was this worth it? It might have been. There. On my last skull, too. Woo. Shoot, I was saying something before the whole, oh yeah, Dark Souls. I want to do, I want to kind of do a tourist thing. And for Dark Souls, that's definitely up there, because even though I own the games, I never really got into them. I don't have a very strong opinion of them. But it does feel like I'm kind of getting into something only because it's popular. And I think for me, the tourist label sticks. I mean, even when I got Dark Souls 1, ironically, oh, excuse me, I was hiccuping. On Steam, it wasn't Prepare to Die Edition. It was actually Windows Edition or something like that. I think they changed it because the whole validation server for that sort of thing that Microsoft is down. And so they're just like, yeah, here, you have Prepare to Die Edition or something like that. So, yeah. And I was indeed playing Dark Souls 1 with my older brother. He had it too. We never really got the hang of how to summon each other for doing stuff, but, the couple times that we did, it was pretty awesome. Did I ever get past Timon and Pumbaa? And by Timon and Pumbaa, I'm sure you mean Ornstein and Smoof? How do you pronounce the guy's name? Yes, I got past both of them. No, I did not use help. That hurts. That hurts so much. You have no idea. But I do it out of love. Love for you, viewer. Don't make this awkward. Alright. Ha! And ha! Oh, wow. Mega Man is doing the unforgivable sin of making me thinking I'm better than I am. And so it will need to punish me if it is to survive Father's wrath. Who is Father? I don't know. Just roll with this. I'm not sure why, but part of this music is sounding like another stage. And I think it might be Mega Man 9. Let's see. Really? What's another touristy game? If your name is Bloody Kenshiro, you can probably think of it. Starts with an M. Ends with an Monster Hunter. I think I'm also a tourist for Silent Hill. I don't know if I really want to get into Silent Hill though, because horror is not my cup of tea. Like I was saying, you know, I just ran the numbers. I just calculated the offensiveness quotient in my head, the OQ, if you will. And I'm going to offend somebody, but I don't think Resident Evil is that scary. It's scary enough. I mean, Lisa Trevor... Hang on. I gotta turn off my time powers for a minute. I've gotten used to the idea of using... I think that's it. I think that's it. As soon as you find out that the Pharaoh thing is really good against enemy, you use it all the time. As soon as you find out that the time reversal is really good for winning the game, you start using it... Oh, really? What do you want me to do? Besides that. I'll take it. So, it's supposed to be used sparingly, but I am using it like it's an actual ability. Protect my head. Haha! Oh. You came right at me. Oh! I mean, splendid. I just had to get rid of him real quick. Yeah, that works too. Oh, hey, an extra life. Okay, so I'm actually a little further away from the microphone. I apologize, but it sounds to me like I'm at full volume because my headset microphone is talking to my own ear in full volume. And yes, it does sound like something that would throw you off, but after you've done it for a long enough time, you get used to it. It's a radio announcer thing. They'll tell you. Oh, I'll come back. Sorry. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Thank you, Pharaoh Man. Pheromone. Tell me, if you have the captions on, did it say Pharaoh Man or did it say Pheromone? Thank you, Pheromones. Okay, I'm good. I could farm extra lives? Oh. Is this temporary? Oh no. I wonder if this is real. You have to make it real. Like, if I jump over that, will I just fall to my death? Well, guys, I know what I'm doing. It's a little lame. It's a little lame. I admit it's a little lame. This also lets me find out if this eventually goes away. Goes away. So far, it doesn't. Dr. Wily, you know your light switches that make the ground appear? Yeah, it's not turning on the light or anything. Yeah, it actually makes it appear. Why aren't we doing more with this matter materialization feature? This is technology that could, you know, really revolutionize everything. I don't know, it's just like that one funny YouTube video, well, actually internet video that probably made its way onto YouTube years and years ago, called Dr. Wily Has Had Enough. I'm gonna try Toad. Where he's talking to his level designers and his boss designers, and he's out of money. Okay, that's half damage, half baked. Maybe it's this dive missile thing. You ever think about that? No, because you only think about yourself. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely the dive missile. Okay, cool. Cool. And, his, boss creator / budgeteer saying he's out of money, and that McDonald's wants to partner with him and make a hamburger man, and then Wily's looks all confused and like, how is a hamburger going to defeat Mega Man? And it's like, it's not supposed to defeat Mega Man, it's just supposed to, you know, serve as a robot. Which, you know, let's be honest, in the Mega Man universe, a hamburger man actually totally would fit in. I'm not sure where the beef comes from. But, you know, we can all imagine something. Okay. How many E-tanks do I have now? 1. This might be bad. Why is it bad? Because I'm about to go to the Wily levels and I cannot select the man stages anymore. So if I had a reliable E-tank farming spot, guess what? I don't. Blinking red for Rush. You got Rush Jet Adaptor. Alright. Alright, let's hit stage select. Hello. I don't know how to say hello in Russian. Or if this guy's supposed to be Russian. I'm thinking he's supposed to be Russian, guys. So this is Eddie's debut game. What does he have to do with this? I'm just glad it's not Dr. Wily for once. You know, it's so refreshing to have a different villain and not have it be Dr. Wily in the background or anything like that. It's just, you know, really, really refreshing. It brings more life to the game. It definitely makes it better. You know, I wasn't going to say anything, Capcom, if it was Dr. Wily, but I would have been silently disappointed and would have hated you forever if it turned out to be just another Wily scam or whatever. But the fact that now that I know that it isn't, it's Dr. Cossack, it's like, you know what, it'd be okay if it's Dr. Wily for the next 8 Megamans, going up to 12, because, actually I don't know if they're going to call it 12, they're like calling it Megaman Dual Hopes or something. What are they calling it? I don't remember. Oh, cool. But yeah, the fact that you decided to make it Dr. Cossack instead, just, you know, your creativity cannot be questioned as far as I'm concerned. Really well done. You know, it wouldn't have been the case the other way, but, you know, because it is because you're creative. Please come up. He was trolling me. I troll back with the rewind button. He has to watch himself die over and over again. Make that into a movie. Alright, you get back up. You explode. You come on up. You also explode. You can make a fan club out of this sort of thing. Or even like Alcoholics Anonymous or Mega Man Survivors. Vampire Survivors. There's your next game. Mega Man Survivors. Okay, well, I'm glad I went up this way, then. It's just like, hey, look, a slidey hole. Isn't it inviting? It kind of was. What do you do? Alright, you know, someone just has to get to work. Oh, I'm missing I'm missing something. Something right here where my heart used to be. You know what? Yeah, okay. I earned this. I will go ahead and take you out this time. I don't know, it's not you, it's me and a cup of tea. Okay, up. And up. I don't know, I was watching another friend play through Silent Hill F. And the friend was Narum World. Hang on. I want to see what's at the top of this ladder before I fall down. Cool. Alright, how do I get rid of you? Is it Pheromon? Guys, Megaman and Digimon are just the same franchise, but different. Hey, I did not... Oh, it's because I changed weapons. Okay, that does nothing. What else? Not bad. I mean, it is pretty bad for not killing these things, but, you know, not bad in how I imagine it could be used. Again, nothing. Alright. Let's do this then. Alright. I don't really need those. So we'll just, I keep thinking this is like Heavy Fists. And, you know, it did do okay damage. Could have been better, though. I see that. Dr. C, not a Dr. W in sight. Some sort of a tick, looks like. Alright, I wonder what you're weak to. Unfortunately, there's really no way to know. Okay, well, that kind of tells me all I need to know about that. I like the explosives. Or the little explosion effect that this has. It is a tick. It's drilling into the oil, or whatever this is. Hang on, I can just avoid this, right? Sorry, I just had to throw him off for a minute with my rewinding. I don't know, I'm just trying something. What am I doing with my life? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm winning at Megaman. Oh, he has a... I don't know why, but his life bar I thought was my energy bar. And I was like, oh, how am I already out of Pheromon? You know what? I thought this boss was actually had a lot more... You know what? Whatever. I'm going to stop rewinding. I was just going to say, though, that the rewind feature in this game is kind of like the ×4 battle speed, ×4 EXP things that you get in, like, the remakes of Final Fantasy games. It's not needed, but it's kind of like one of those things where it's like, I'm nostalgic for the old games, but I also kind of have, you know, dinner at 11. Actually, that's pretty late for dinner. For normal people. For me, it's on time. Actually, no, I tend to eat around 9. Way more information than you want to know about Gappy. Yeah, okay. Now my mind's going places. You know, when you're watching, like, a children's show, Amazing World Gumball counts as a children's show, at least kind of to me. And they say something like, you know, do this or I'll share your browser history. And it's like, I know they're trying to, like, imply that maybe they look up embarrassing things like, you know, what does foot mold look like or something like that. But everyone else's mind is going straight to what foot mold looks like. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And what did I have to say about this? I was making a point about this. I forgot what point I was making. And I really don't want to put my editor through, because you know, that's the funny thing, is that just hearing my own lines, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna say this next, or, you know, I'm thinking this, and then I say it, I was like, wow, it's like me and this person are the same person or something. Hang on, that wasn't fair. I did it. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, though, it had something to do with, like, when something's child-friendly, but, like, in taken in an adult context, it's definitely not child-friendly. Well, gee, Cappy, that's everything. And you're right. You are too right, Mr. Bright. But I don't remember with, like, again, my memory is like a spider web. Kind of gross, actually. My memory is like a spider web in that I have to remember one thing to remember others. And it's not just like it's an aid. Sometimes there's a requirement. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't remember this one thing, but I remember it's related to this other thing. Now, what was that other thing called? And then I'll remember it. And then all of a sudden, oh, well done, Rush. And then I'll remember the main thing I was trying to remember. Let's just go ahead and change subjects. That's because it's unimportant. Oh, I was talking about dinner and how I tend to eat around 9. Oh, yeah. TMI. Yeah. TMI usually means that, you know, now I know something about you that maybe it's something hygienic or something that I didn't want to know. But for, like, to make it for a kid's audience or whatever, it would be... Oh, I almost made it. It'd be like, oh, now I know what time of day you eat dinner. TMI. It's like, well, okay. Or maybe if you want to be more on the risk side, now I know what time you tend to go to the bathroom. I don't know. Can I just drop... Oh. You hurt. Like an enemy. Hang on. Let me try this some more. Huh. Maybe I just gotta juke him up here, and then I can... No, I did that right. There. Rewind lets you do everything on your control you swore you did. That's the handicap. Alright, well, how do I want to do this? I want more drill. Yes. I would also like more health. Can I get up? I can. What acts more like Crashman's ability? This one? Yep. Bacha! An extra life. But you need a rush coil just for admission to the puzzle. Dang, I had this. Okay, I'll wait. You wait too, Rush. There. Extra life. We're up to 4 now, which is appropriate because Megaman 4. Let's try dive torpedoes. Yeah, I think Megaman 9 had the right idea. Yeah, I can kind of configure Bright Man, Toad Man, Drill Man, Pharaoh Man, but on Megaman 9 it was like C shot. It was splash trident, so S tridents, stuff like that. It kind of gave weapons more of their own thing rather than just, oh, you got this from Dive Man, or oh, you got this from Hornet Man. Oh, okay. You were supposed to get in there. I understand that. What? I'm gonna try Toad on this because he's green. Dabu dee dabu da. I jumped. You all saw it. Ah. Oh yeah. That did nothing. Bright Man's probably not gonna do anything here. Can I shoot rings up? No. Fine. Ow. Okay, so jump in, dive under. Really? Drill. Okay. How many pips did that do? Like 2? 3? Not that many. I'm I'm gonna try a fully charged Pharaoh shot. Ah. It's always from the same direction, so this isn't that bad. Hasha. Okay, it just bounces right off him. Fine. This far back, huh? Alright. Well, they do give you a bat to farm energy on. Come here. Not always pretty, but it's just how Mega Man goes. Mega Man goes. I don't have a printed mind. I don't think of things in terms of words and letters, despite the fact that sometimes I'll think of somebody's sentence and realize, hey, did you know that every word you said in that sentence was in alphabetical order? And then they'll look at me and they'll be like, the hell's wrong with you? And I'll say, what is right with me? You know, I think I can just climb past you. Uh-huh. Dr. C. The C stands for Captain. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I was watching World play Silent Hill F. Try Dust. And I was trying to make it a meme where I would say what the F stands for every time. I stole this right from Cider Spider, where he says, you know, Yoshi P. The P stands for proficient or something like that. And so I was like, you know, Naramura will be running away from a monster in Silent Hill. I know, surprising. There's monsters in Silent Hill F. Who would have known? And I'll be like, the F stands for run away faster, Naramworld. And I don't know. The game also has a lot of foxes in it. Crazy enough. Which I approve of. Foxes are my favorite animal. Followed by cats. And then red pandas. No offense, Eddie. Just the way of it. And then dogs. And I know what you're thinking. Dogs should be way higher for being man's best friend. And they are. It's just that I'm talking about dogs as a whole. You can't really dig a hole with a shovel. You have to dig a dog with a shovel. No. Dogs as a whole. You know, there's some dogs I like a lot. And there are some dogs that I'm like, I mean, I guess they're dogs, I suppose. And this is true for everybody. Everybody except for, like, you know, like a handful of people in the world. So the trick is not to tell people which dogs you do and don't like, because then they'll get mad. And they'll be like, I used to have a Yorkshire Tipper, Whipper, Snipper, Blipper. And you'll be like, dude, I only found out that this dog exists like 5 minutes ago. And the fact that it's actually like part fish kind of worried me. And they're like, no, they're the sweetest things ever. And I think they're really cute. And, well, you know, maybe to a degree I disagree. I don't know. Is this going into the Borzoi conversation again, Cappy? No, don't worry. I outran that entity this time. This time it was out for blood, you know. If it's a odd or even day, that's when it's out for blood or just wants to play. How is a day odd or even? Well, you should ask Brazilians or the Chinese, because in Chinese, Monday is Xingqiyi, which is day one, or day of the week 1. And so every day of the week is basically a number. Day of the week 1, day of the week 2, day of the week 3, day of the week 4, all the way up until Sunday, which they decided to just call Heaven's Day. Which, you know what? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Sort of the same thing with Brazilian Portuguese, or Portuguese in general, I'm betting. I just remember that Monday is segunda-feira, and I'm probably saying that wrong. To speak appropriate Brazilian Portuguese, you have to speak Spanish, but speak it like an Italian. Oh, that is hitting highs on the offensive meter. I am sorry. But, you know, I was just listening. It's like, you know, this sounds kind of like Spanish. I can kind of see the Spanish connotations, but it just feels like it's being spoken by an Italian who's speaking Spanish in Italian accents, you know? I don't know. You haven't lived until you've heard another Do you move fast when I'm near you? I need to see if I can kill these things. I apologize. But yeah, literally, segunda-feira is... Oh, cool. It means oh, cool. What day of the week is it? Oh, it's oh, cool. Oh, thanks. Oh, cool. No, segunda-feira means second day. So, yeah, Monday. And I guess that means that Sunday is, first day. I forgot how to say that in Brazilian Portuguese. Are you going to disappear on me? Where did your heart go missing? I think I'm just going to stick with the Pharaoh Man. It's pretty good. Makes me feel like Frieza the way I have a gigantic spirit bomb above my head. Wait, that's Goku. But the fact that I unleash it from my fingertips makes me die. Okay. I don't know, am I playing Megaman wrong? Do I need to take an oath to order? Do, 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 do. How do I... How now, brown cow? I bet you I know how. I have the know-how. Alright, so we do this. Just rush right into... Alright, see you later. Go. It's probably the balloon. Yep, okay. Ingenuity goes a long way. Oh, give me a second. I need to think. Oh, yeah. I was talking about the demonic bloodthirsty Borzoi outside my house that wants to kill me. I don't really have a Borzoi anywhere near me. I'm just being funny because that one person posted a funny picture of a Borzoi having fun in a park. And somebody said this is one filter away from being a creepypasta image. And then everyone proved him right. Oh, thank you for not letting me fall into the spikes. I thought you loved the pheromones. I do. I do love the pheromones, but just not right now. That was good damage. Really good damage on his part. You know, he just can't beat spikes. So... Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? I gotta agree with Bloody Kenshiro. The Pharaoh Man thing is actually really nice. Okay, let's go ahead and stop this. Excellent. What did I mean by it's gonna be like one of those? It reminds me of Megaman 1 boss, where you're underwater in like this bubble, this giant kind of roundish machine in an air bubble, like keeps coming by and you like destroy it and it's like, okay, it's dead. But then another one comes and I think you end up destroying 6 of them. They all go faster and faster the more you do. Alright, we're about to face Dr. Cossack himself. There's 2 routes. There's 2 routes. Alright. Hello, Mr. Moon. How you doing? It's important to greet your heavenly bodies, alright? Oh. Wait. Why do I permit myself in the scummiest positions to do that when, you know, yeah. Alright. Pharaoh Man gets all of the energy. Just like how Capcom gives all of the funding to the Resident Evil series. Yeah, Eddie, go ahead and post that one funny video of like the Family Guy, John Goodman Thanksgiving gif, but you know, it's been replaced with Leon for The John Goodman eating all the food. Yeah, yeah. Now that I've explained the joke, it'll be even funnier. Wait. Actually, it's even worse when I say it like that. It's some of that millennial humor, they're calling it. Where you don't take anything seriously because seriously is cringe. Or to have anything actually mean something is cringe, and you can't bear to have something that you actually said that you meant to be cringe. So you have to put some light-hearted weirdness to it. Say, ha ha ha, I was just kidding. I'm a millennial. I don't want to make fun of millennials, but I'm allowed to. Wait, no. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I was watching either Super Eye Patch Wolf or regular Eye Patch Wolf or some degree of Eye Patch and some degree of Wolf. He was doing something. He was making a video about something. Okay, so this is the route switch. I want to take this one because I feel like it's harder to start. Thus, it must have a better reward. Come on. In fact, I'm going to take back both of those bounces. But at some point in the video, he started talking like a stereotypical Irish accent thing. And he said, I can make fun of that because I'm Irish, you can't. And it's like, I'm also Irish to a degree. And I feel like the most annoying thing you can say to somebody is that you can't say it even though I can. And I know this is going to go to certain words that I don't really feel like saying. And just, I don't know. It's my own thing. I can do it according to these rules because of my own ethnicity. I'm not like pure Irish or anything, so maybe it only counts part way. And yet it's like, this is just going to make people mad. Why bother? I bet you I'm supposed to come down from there. Alright. I'm going to take the downward path and regret it because I would really like that health. Okay, now that there's only one of them, this is a lot easier. What do you think kills these guys? Not drills. Unless from behind. Oh, that was, that was kind of wasteful. Well, now it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm just kidding. That whole Proto Man thing from Mega Man 3. I mean, I can see they were going for something, but I don't know, there just wasn't enough explanation to make it really feel like it meant anything. Especially since you can kind of see where... Oh. Yeah, come on down. Actually, no. I mean, still come down. We'll have coffee or something. Oh. There we go. I just want health. If I get extra energy or extra lives, so be it. What I'm kind of worried about, though, is that my Audacity was not... Really? I have to stop my break now? Thanks for being generous, jerk. Giving me the things I wanted. My Audacity was not picking up my microphone completely until I restarted it, and now I'm kind of worried that it might still not be doing that. No, it's picking up alright. Okay, cool. It's just quiet when I'm leaning back for obvious reasons. Alright, we're back. I'm just gonna stick with Pheromone. Pheroman. Pharaoh Blast. Aha! Yes. Good old creativity itself. A new villain. Well, it's glass. So what it's weak against is water. We know this. Hey, nice. Can I shoot these up? Careful, Mega Man. It's a crane game. He's put in 5 quarters, Mega Man. can't believe the game's ending here, though. That's okay, though. As long as it's not, you know, secretly Dr. Wily behind all this, which it's not. It's Dr. Cossack, see, right there. He's not Dr. Wily at all. Oh, wait, this is water. Get him. That didn't do anything. Drill? Did he laugh when I died? Okay, no, it's just his sprite flashing. I'm not saying that he should or shouldn't, but, you know, would have added something. Okay, so not that. I'm thinking dust. Yeah, it would definitely be dust. Of course it'd be dust. Whether or not that's an Elysian Tale is up to you. That's... I don't know, that's kind of a reach. I haven't played that. I own it. It's on my to-do list mostly because I'm a big fan of games that are made by like one person. And for the era it came out in is amazing. I want to say it came out when Xbox Live Arcade was still a thing. I mean, I think it's probably still a thing, but back then, you didn't get onto Xbox Live Arcade unless you had like $1 million game to sell. And I think Dust is made by either one person or just a few people. And the fact that he was able to get it into Xbox Live Arcade is pretty amazing. Now, you'll find a bunch of games on the Xbox Live Arcade. At some point, they opened it up to more, way more indie tastes. I know whoever made Dust and Elysian Tale is indie, but I mean, like, even more indie than that, like kitchen sink wars where you were like a spoon in a sink and you were just fighting a plate or something. That one did not make sense. They wanted $2 for it. I played the demo and said no. No, I'm sorry. I can't do that. Dave. All right, what am I? I'm gonna fill up Dust, and then we'll go in. Let me just go ahead and run the music. I wish I had the auto balancer. Oh, hey. It's the thing I want. I just have to lean back and my drop rate goes to 100%. Hasha! Thank you, Megaman, for making so that when your health is full, you don't accidentally eat an E-tank. I did that 2 times in a row, this very screen transition. Ah, Dr. Cossack, I'm so happy to see you. I mean, it's not bad that it's always Dr. Wily, but I mean, come on. It's been 4 Megamans. He can't still be, like, bad guy. I mean, especially since Mega Man 3 tried to make him reformed and be like, I'm sorry, I'll help you with this, whatever you're trying to do now, thing. And, yeah. Now that we have Dr. Cossack, you know, we have some villain variety. Batman doesn't always fight the Joker. Sometimes he fights a guy who's obsessed with pennies. You think I'm joking, I'm not. There is a reason why he has a gigantic penny in the Batcave. Okay, let's get him. I mean, that's kind of a weird thing. If we're going to talk about comic books for a minute. And, you know, I'm not like the biggest comic book fan person, especially when it comes to movies. Oh, okay. He's weakened. Finish him off, Mega Man. Ignore the 3 rules of robotics. Please, Mega Man, don't! My father is not really evil. Doctor... No! No, don't do this to me. Dr. Wily took me hostage and forced my father to fight you. Please, Mega Man, don't hurt my father anymore. I'm not hurting him, I'm just breaking the glass capsule. Oh, Kalinka. Father. Mega Man, forgive me. You betrayed me, Proto Man. Who? I'm gonna break you, Mega Man. Okay, night. Okay. See, this is why we needed Dr. Cossack in the first place, Dr. Wily. You called me the wrong thing. Alright, so guess what, guys? Mega Man 4 is not done. Yet. There we go. It's a skull castle, not a Russian castle. I don't know. I kind of like the whole Dragon Ball / Mega Man universe thing where really smart people live in very elaborate houses. Yeah. Alright, so this is just episode 2, right? Oh, hang on, I can hit pause. I'm allowed to hit pause. How long has it been? How long has it been, Bloody Kenshiro? Tell me right now. An hour and 21 minutes. Oh. I have work tomorrow. And I'm all out of silver bullets to fend off the evil boars way outside. Damn it. Okay, hang on. I can't do this in silence. As weird as that sounds. I'm back. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. I'll record the last episode, so I'm sorry, but any commentary on this one will not make it into the third one because I don't have future sight. I can only rewind like this. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and do that. 10-minute break. And I'll be right back. See you guys tomorrow? Whenever this gets up. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do Mina the Hollower on Thursday, so that's a priority. Why am I doing that? I just want to play a game when it's fresh, okay? I'm not jaded at the fact that I'm playing 30, 40-year-old games on this channel a lot, but I do feel like I want to play something that only came out today, and I want to see what that's like. I just want to taste. I just want to see what it's like, okay? I missed my opportunity with Raccoon. I missed my opportunity with a couple other things. I have a couple other games that came out like a month ago. I could be doing those, but I want to do Mina the Hollower, and we'll see how that goes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. See you in a bit, in a while, in a crocodile. Yeah.